Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. Congratulations to the Knicks. I actually fell asleep. You know, I couldn't take it. San Antonio, it started every game like this that where they were ahead 10, 15, 20, 29 points, and then they blow it. I mean, better to finish than to start. I'm telling you. I mean, they were terrible closers. How could they blow that 29-point lead in that game? I don't understand. Taylor Swift brought them good luck. The only game they lost was when Trump came. Okay, the White House is being turned into, it looks like Six Flags for the UFC fight. Um, yeah, I know it's popular. I just don't see it. He's like a low-class billionaire. I don't know who's going to be there, but I know a lot of people like that kind of stuff. My dad used to like wrestling. I mean, is it real? Is it real fighting or is it fake like wrestling? I have no idea. I'm sure they're tough. Isn't one of these guys, Mark Wayne Mullen, wasn't he a UFC fighter or something? He was a wrestler or something. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're tough. I have no idea. And I just have no interest in it. But all I know is it looks like all these lights. It looks like a concert venue or he's trying to make money on one of those Trump coins, which I think is worth $6,000 and he's charging double. The Grifters, starring in the movie The Grifters. Okay, let's talk about Taylor Swift. I know she was rooting for Cleveland. I get it. She does live in New York. There's a little bit of a controversy going on. I did love the Stevie Nicks shirt. I love Stevie Nicks. You guys know me. Kinicks. Nicks. I've ordered one. It's $42, but I don't care. It's too cool. And I'm not a Knicks fan, but they're great. I mean, first title in 53 years. Okay, when they showed her on the Jumbotron, they showed her with the fate of Ophelia, and then they showed her face, and she's like, yeah, let's go, like a maniac. So there was some controversy. Let me just say, Trump got booed, by the way. Jalen Brunson, he stuck up for Monica McNutt, or whatever, McNutt. I don't know, I have no idea. But, she was a radio broadcaster and she said something like, get out of here. She's not a Knicks fan. Get out of here, girl. Why would you say that when she's a good luck charm, you know? So Jalen Brunson stuck up for her saying, basically, I just want to say something to the Swifties. She's a really good one. Cut her some slack. It's all good, I promise. And I don't know if she slept with the guy or whatever, but anyway, he defended. So the reason why he had to defend her is because she's not a Knicks fan. She's not a Knicks fan. No one who makes it under $1 million can go see those games. So shut up if she graced you with her presence. And they were acting like maniacs, those fans. I'm not saying all of them. A lot of them are okay. They threw eggs at that Lurch guy, Wembenyama. He's like 9 feet tall. His legs alone are my height, okay? And he couldn't even do it. I mean, and I like the other guy from UConn. What's his name? Why can't I think of his name? It figures I can't. But yeah, he used to play for UConn, and I can't. It's escaping me. He was good under pressure, and there was one guy in the Knicks that could not make free throws. I think he has the lowest percentage for making free throws in the world. So anyway, okay. So just to let you know, Swift has a home in New York. They're lucky to have her with all those rats. Anyway, she's gone to Knicks games over the years. And even when they sucked, okay, which they've sucked for a very long time. They haven't won since the 70s. Anyway, she took photos with the players. And yeah, I know why Monica said this is because she was in Cleveland rooting for the Cavaliers. Because Travis isn't he from there? So didn't you ever listen to the song The Fate of Ophelia? Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibe. Got it? Monica, you're not a fan, so you don't get it. So she rethought her stupid comments. Quote, Swifties, I appreciate your passion. I said what I said. That's not a good apology. Get on your knees. Get on your knees, bitch, and beg for forgiveness. No, sir. I said what I said. Here's the deal. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Apparently, because she's got an original Amare Stoudemire jersey, I misspoke. I didn't know. Maybe you should think before you speak. Typical in radio. I mean, I've done that, but I wouldn't be dumb enough to pick on Taylor Swift. Uh, yeah. So of course she rooted for her boyfriend or fiance's team. I mean, that's what you kind of do as a woman to support. I don't really necessarily need that if I'm dating somebody. I don't care who you like, as long I like the Commanders, but or the Skins. Just you can't like the Cowboys or the Eagles. You're out of my house. Get out. I mean, she said she didn't see her in New York this year or last year. Did she ever hear of the Eras tour? I mean, she was all over the place touring. Obviously, you're not a fan, which makes me like you even less. Anyway, no, don't try to kill her, but just, a little shade's not bad. Don't say get out of here, and she rooted and she brought him good luck. Sorry. Sorry. Look they came back from 29 points down. And why didn't you say Trump get out of here? He brought him bad luck. He's horrible. And he fell asleep. He fell asleep during the game. Trump. He says that he loves the inflation. Oh, okay. So I know 1/3 of the population is really, really rich. Musk is now a trillionaire. That's amazing. Let's go build some more spaceships and go live on Mars. But he's severely disturbed. It's like not, when they asked him, like, people can't afford to go to games. Well, they can watch it on TV. I know it's not his fault they can't afford to go to games. I'm not blaming everything on him. It's his lack of empathy. It's almost funny. But this guy's got the nuclear codes. I'm not happy. In Iran, their response to Trump's bombing threats, the Strait of Hormuz is still closed. And we're days away from a treaty or something, an agreement. I mean, every day he says this. It's coming. It's coming. I learned not to listen, okay? Close to all ships, saying we're not afraid to deal with losers. They're calling us losers. It's a little embarrassing. Graham Platner, that Senate candidate that's going against Susan Collins. So all the Democrats are now behind him because they know that's the way to take the Senate back. Bill Maher was saying it. Vote for the guy, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I could actually pull the lever for this guy. He won the primary. So I'm glad I don't live in Maine. That's all I got. We're not that crazy here in Massachusetts. Our senators, we have Markey and Warren, and a lot of Republicans can't stand these, but Markey's good for animals. I'm keeping him. I don't care that he's been there for 50 years. Anyway, Trump, this is so funny. Trump called Platner a thug and a pig. You left out Nazi. He had the Nazi tattoo. A thug and a pig. Is he talking about himself? I don't know. The worst human being who's ever run for office. Worse than David Duke, Trump? Worse than David Duke? Yeah, I don't know. Didn't he have dinner with that Nazi guy, Fuentes, in Mar-a-Lago? So Trump was interviewed on Meet the Press and asked about false claims about the election being rigged, the 2020 election. And, of course, he took it like a man and answered calmly, no. He walked out. Sorry, darling, I'm leaving. So I guess he agreed to do another interview. Is this a softball interview? What is wrong with my hair? I look like I ran in head first with a porcupine, right into the porcupine. I don't know. I can't control it anymore. I get crazy. I'm just going to shave it off. What do you think? I'm going to show up bald next week. I'm going through those phases. Like, I just don't care. Obviously, how could I walk out of the house like this? The White House saying to the states, hand over voter rolls or lose mail-in voting. Do you actually think we're going to listen to you in Massachusetts? Do you actually think that? Oh, vai pro caralho. And go figure that out. It's Portuguese. The steel is on, The steel is on. That's what they're going to do. If he's so sure that everybody loves him and, let us all vote. He's such an insecure man that he can't let people vote and choose for themselves. Talk about rigged. Everything he says about someone else, he's guilty of. So the United States Post Office, according to CNN, won't deliver mail. They won't deliver the mail-in ballots for states that don't reveal voter lists. That's his executive order, which he'll probably get. I mean, he always gets what he wants, right? Castle! That's the Knicks guy. Why? It took me... not the Knicks guy. That's the San Antonio Spurs guy. I kind of liked him. How can you not like the Knicks, though? I mean, I'm not a Knicks fan. I just got to say I like the Celtics. I used to like the Lakers, too, which is crazy. In the 80s. you just like that they're all good, except that free throw guy that can't throw. How did he end up on the team? He must do something good. Anyway, I just, okay. So Travis and Taylor are getting married there at Madison Square Garden on July 3rd. Are they really? How can that even be an intimate setting there? Of course, the Knicks just won, but not there. So I just think maybe it's a red herring. Like maybe they're throwing people off. Like they're probably going to choose something more intimate, I would think. I don't know. But look, I mean, to that lady, Monica, like she's getting married in New York. She obviously loves New York. So I hate it when they go after her. I get so protective of her because she's so good. Like, leave her alone. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, not invited. Off the list. They're using phone calls to keep it top secret, not paper. So, under Trump's Big Beautiful Bill Act, right? Medicaid work requirements have changed, narrowing, quote, medical frailty exemptions that allow cancer patients before and other serious health conditions to be exempt from work. So say like if you're going through chemo, like that. I never want to miss work. You know what I mean? But obviously sometimes when people are sick and they obviously can't get up. I mean, chemo makes you puke. And unless you work from home, unless you have that benefit, and I have to go out in the field. I was in 93-degree heat yesterday. I couldn't believe it. And I don't do porta potties, by the way. And I'm going through some stuff anyway, medically. And I'm trying to tell my manager, he doesn't listen. So he shoves me there because he knows I'm good. We're in the back row with all the craftspeople, and it's just one home improvement company. I said, are you crazy? The people were turning before they saw us. I said, no way. I flagged down the organizer, and he was a guy, so I used my friend because she's good looking. And I said, could you please find us another spot? Obviously, we've been misplaced. So we did, and we were by the home improvement, and within minutes, my friend got one. I ended up with 7. So we got 9 total. So I would have had probably 3 the whole day. It was I know. And I act quick. I don't really deal with bad stuff. Anyway, okay, let's go back to this. So before, it allowed cancer patients and other serious health conditions to be exempt from working, okay? So now, cancer patients, including those in active treatment, so getting very serious, maybe immune suppressing drugs, chemo, which kills your good cells and everything, could be forced to go to work while they're puking. Can you imagine? I'm going up. What do you do? What are you guys doing for your home? Puking in their face. God, I don't remember the last time I puked. Thank God. I used to puke all the time when I drank. So they could be forced to work the same amount of hours as a healthy person. This is Trump. All you people that like Donald Trump, I just want you to know, maybe you don't know and maybe you're ignorant, but at this stage, I do not forgive you. I do not forgive you for being so ignorant. Learn something. Have some decency. Have some humanity. I'm thinking you don't. If you like this kind of person, how can you force a really sick person? The person should focus on getting better. And, I get it. I get businesses have to go on. I understand both sides of it. They can hire temporary workers. There's a lot of people that need jobs. I don't know if they want to work, but we're hiring people all the time. They don't always work out. We don't, believe me, there's a lot of turnover in this job that I'm at because people get on the floor and they have panic attacks. I got to go up to people. I can't. I got to go to my car. And they have panic attacks. You can't talk to someone. I mean, that's weird to me that you're scared of people. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to me either when I approach people. I kind of go in and interrupt, and I don't know. I disarm people a lot. One lady, she was so mean, and I was going up to her, and she's like, I'm not in the mood. So I just was like, oh yeah, I get it. And air conditioning. And I told her about my story, how they tried to shove an air conditioner in my condo that didn't fit. And the manager's like, just shove it in. And it didn't work. And then she started talking about the same company. I won't say what it is. And then she started liking me and we started talking. I didn't pitch her because the way she talked to me, I said, I'm just going to talk to her. And then she goes, so what are you selling? She goes, I'm sorry that I was rude to you. And I was like, oh, she ended up getting an appointment for an estimate, it just makes me feel I'm so charming. Okay. So anyway, so his edict, I keep going back to the same thing because I keep interrupting myself. So regardless of this person can physically go to work, They're forcing them to keep their health insurance. Can you imagine? Like, that is such a slap in the face to people. Like, they should not have to worry about going bankrupt. And what do you think happens? 50% of people that file for bankruptcy is for medical bills. Didn't I tell you I got threatened with collections? I said, can you please send the bill to my house? I will pay you in a minute. And I did. I'm not going to go online and pay. I don't really want to, because they all get hacked. All medical records get hacked and stuff. So I just kind of mail the bill, and I like a paper copy. Yes, I'm old. I'm sorry. So now these people, as I interrupted myself for the 80th time, have to go through the red tape to prove they cannot work 20 hours a week. So doctors have to step in and say, sorry, they're not medically able. They can't, I'm sorry, my patient can't work because she's puking right now. So they don't lose their health insurance. So here's one example before I go. Brian Becker, 32-year-old father with leukemia, suffering in Texas. He died waiting to qualify for Medicaid. After he died, he got a denial letter. That's another slap in the face, saying he did not qualify for the disability. This is the United States. Thank you. Woo. Proud to live here. Proud to be a patriot. That's embarrassing for our country. We should take care of sick people. We should take care of poor people. That's the way it should be. That's make America great again. All right. Sorry I swore in Portuguese. Talk to you next week. I told you I'm taking a couple weeks off. I just don't know when yet. Probably in July. All right. Love you. Bye.